Rams fans, happy Saturday, dude. We're feeling good. I woke up early today to prep myself for tomorrow, and I think I'm doing okay. All right. I'm going to be sleepy by like 10 p.m. Good news, which means I'm going to get a full night's rest, be pumped up for tomorrow, man. Some London action. Rams, Jags, going to be an awesome time. This is Tuna and the Sheriff. I am Sheriff Joe Bags, just one half of this operation. And coming to us live from heaven is Tuna. What's up, dude?
Hello, my child. Welcome to NFL Week 7 Rams football in London. Even up here, we have internet reception. How are you, my child?
Doing fantastic, man. Yeah, I was gonna make sure you have NFL Network access where you're at.
Unfortunately, heaven has given in to capitalism. We have ads in our red zone, so it's really, really different up here. It's very strange.
Even
no,
there.
I'm coming to you live from my grandmother's house here in Stockton, California, in my hometown. So, yeah, everybody say hello, Oma.
Hello, Oma. That's awesome. I absolutely love it. Some early morning action tomorrow, man. How you feeling about needing an alarm and some caffeine to get some Rams action into your life?
I'm actually considering purchasing smelling salts, and I'm not kidding.
Yo.
So traveling back home this weekend, we have a quinceañera to go to tonight. So waking up at 6 a.m. is causing some complications in certain plans, and we're a little concerned for tomorrow. So we may need something stronger than coffee. Might go see if our rivals up north, George Kittle, has extra smelling salts.
Yeah, there you go.
I need to wake up.
It's a good call, actually. You know what? I should totally get some too. I feel like such a Sheriff Jags thing to do that, like Rams down fourth quarter, Matthew Stafford's taking the field, and I'm just at the bar, like, like that feels so real, man. I gotta figure that out. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna Amazon this right now, dude.
Sheriff Joe Bags getting pulled over somewhere in Colorado. Sir, what is this baggie in here? I swear it's smelling salts.
Dude, hit that, man. Hit that.
No,
You're gonna kick all the guys today, dude.
No, I'm genuinely excited. I'm very different than most people. Most people like the prime time. Most people like the night games. I want morning games. I want the first one. I genuinely get anxious waiting for football games. I want to get it over with. Like, show me the money, show me the baby. Let's get the kickoff going, and I want to either feel great or feel terrible the rest of the day when other games are on. So I want my mood to be decided by 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Crazy mindset. I love it though, man. I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm excited for this one just because it is kind of like I mean, it is in a weird way prime time, you know what I mean? Like, it is a standalone game, you know? So I guess there's that. Yeah, there's that part. It's like I usually miss like at least the first half of the international games because I don't care enough to wake up early, catch a Broncos Jets. Like, what am I going to do with that information? You know what I mean? Like, I can catch up. So that's where we're at. But honestly, man, I think that London should be a little grateful for after that stinker last week, dude. Broncos Jets, who always put up terrible games. Broncos Jets matchups always are going to be like that. But a bit of a stinker, minus 10 net passing yards for the Jets. Crazy. 9 sacks coming from the Broncos. But I think that just, you know, a big ups from the NFL to our overseas, you know, homies over there. That you had to deal with that one, man. But now you got a high flying offense and some more playmakers in this one, so that's good news.
Like, hey, we know we sent you our problem child the first time. We'll make up for it. Here's going to be a great game. I genuinely do think this is going to be a great game. Just looking at some of the numbers, watching a little bit of the film, I don't think what happened to the Jaguars last week is the same thing we're going to see. Yeah. I think, unfortunately, the Seahawks are a very good team. I think they also have a lot of holes the same way the Rams do. But a lot of those holes are things that's like, I think they can work through them as the season progresses. Same with us. We'll talk about the Seahawks in a different day because that is shaping up to be like a NFC West deciding matchup, a top NFC deciding matchup potentially. Yeah, but they really put the Jaguars in a hole, sacking. Well, they sacked him. They sacked him 7 times last week.
Oh yeah, 7 times last week. I keep thinking of the London game where the Broncos had 9. But yeah, 7 times for Trevor Lawrence last week. So
Yeah, brutal. What do you want to start with, man? You want to start with defense, offense? You want to start
yeah,
at some social media? What do you want to do?
let's start. Actually, I like your little suggestion there at the end. Let's start with some social media, dude.
Here you go. Let's bring this guy up. There, it's on the screen for you.
All right. Yes, First and Tuna. He said, actually, let's shut up about it. That's what caught my attention about this tweet as I was scrolling through some socials the other day. And then I see the comment there. So actually, let's talk about it. This is arguably the biggest defensive holding play in NFL history. He was talking about the cup near the end zone before his game-winning touchdown.
Yeah.
And just
I have no
like,
idea who that person is.
It's crazy that so many people are like still talking about the penalties in this game. And so your example here is actually perfect. I mean, you just get Jalen Ramsey getting whipped down to the ground by his face mask. Yeah. It's got him back into the game. Probably wasn't going to be a close game if this doesn't happen. So yeah, I'm with you, Tuna. Let's shut up about it. Actually,
it was just frustrating, and I think that's actually a journalist. So I don't really know what the context was bringing this up, but yeah, I'm not gonna let a large viral tweet just pass by and then not have us have a say about it when you're trying to make it look like the Rams won on fluke stuff.
Yeah,
No, let's not talk about it. Like if you're gonna talk about it, bring up everything. Like we're not doing that. So that was very irritating.
Yeah, I think anybody that watched that game though too would not say in any setting that the Rams or the Bengals, that any outcome was really steered solely by the refs. I think that it very much was decided by the players. And also, let's call it what it is, man. That whole entire game was reffed poorly. So I don't hear it for either side. I mean, I think that that there was some very, very clear penalties that were not called, and then there was some called that were very ticky-tacky. You know what I mean? So it's like whatever. I mean,
yeah, I said the same thing in the comments, but no, I mean this was just funny to bring up. There's some Bengals fans in there that were pretty cool. They're like, yeah, no, this didn't lose for us. We're just sad. We're just sad with Joe Flacco right now.
I shouldn't be. I mean, he's on fire, dude. But
I mean, quarterback controversy in Cincy. You got to deal out Joe Burrow. You got to send him somewhere else. We can talk about that on a different date, though.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. As we would do. We wouldn't be sad to trade one number 9 for another. Not sending Stafford to the Bengals, but one Matthew retiring and then fill that void with another number 9 and a Joe. Which I mean, let's be real, are top tier human beings. So you gotta consider that.
With gray hair, with
fantastic hair. Yes, absolutely.
We
also had another one about our defense. As far, oh wait, yeah. Where we go?
There we go. Yeah, let me read this off right. From LA Rams PR. Make sure you guys are following. It's a great account. They've always got some really innocuous stats. And these are mainly the Rams interns, so show them some love. Rams defense has not allowed a rushing play of 20 yards or more in 10 straight regular season games dating back to last season. Longest streak for any Rams in century, and longest by an NFL team since 2023 Vikings. So vastly improved. It was a big pain point. Got Poona Ford, got Nate Landman. Landman had those 17 tackles, franchise record last week. How do you feel about this run defense? Clearly, Jaguars can get shut down. Do you think that's going to be like a major breaking point for this game?
Well, it's certainly where their focus should be in this game, especially with Travis Etienne and the fact that their passing game hasn't really, settled in yet. Brian Thomas, obviously, he hasn't really gotten going yet. No 100-yard games yet this year. Travis Hunter, sounds like they're going to start to get him involved. But Travis Etienne, especially for a London game, feels like a solid, he's going to be the guy. I like that they kind of tag that with a regular season because, that playoff game did not settle into this. But I think that I mean, it's crazy to be able to look back and include last season in this because we all feel like and as we should, that the Rams run defense is dramatically improved this year. It's taken some huge steps, and really the only changes were Landman and Poona. So crazy times, man. Absolutely love to see it. But I'm loving the Rams defense as a whole right now. I think that they're going to continue to get better as the season goes on. I think that who they are right now will not be who they are once we are entering the postseason. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, man, the run defense is dramatically improved, and I'm absolutely loving loving to see the intensity there, the run lanes being filled. And I mean, even the guys that aren't getting stats. I mean, I was doing my rewatch last week and I see Braden Fisk, lighten up a guard to close up a run gap. He didn't get the tackle, but he helped close up the yeah. Look at him, Fisky business over here, dude.
Let's play a game. Gummer's in.
That's gotta be gum. It's gotta be I mean, it's great. I don't know, but yeah, it's like he was blowing some people up to close up run lanes where other guys were able to get the stat. So I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking for out of. I mean, it's just the entire unit is playing really well together.
It is like the eye test. I will say, watching because I did the Nate Lamon all 22.
Yeah,
just the eye test of watching the defense. It just you don't feel like at any point, God, who did we face last week? Derrick Henry's going to run like for a 40-yard gain on any given play. Like it doesn't feel that way. There's definitely a lot more tension in the trenches by the Rams defense, and just adding Puna forward is a huge deal because he's been a freaking godsend, man. Yeah, let's see. Let's dive into this part. You want to tell us the bad news here with the injuries?
Bad news for sure is, of course, wide receiver Puka Nacua will miss this game. Fully expected. It was really big news when it came onto socials, but it was like, yeah, we know. It's like, as Rams fans, I was like, yeah, huh. But I think it's just another notch where the Rams are being really smart with their injuries. And I mean, Tutu could have played last week. We held him back. Puka probably could play this week. If this was like a playoff game, I'm sure that he would be, at least trying. So, yep, no Puka this week. But if one player can derail your entire offense, you were never that good to begin with. So we've got other guys to get the ball to. And then, of course, big Rob Havenstein will be missing his second game. Warren McClendon played absolutely phenomenal last week, though. So I'm looking for another big game from him. One thing that's really, really stuck out to me on the Rams injury report here, man, is Byron Young popping up on the Wednesday report, non-injury related rest day for Byron Young. Third year. That's crazy. How do you feel about that?
Hey, man, your sack leader. You got to get him nice and healthy. You got to keep him fresh. He's the second half a sack behind the leader from Denver in NFL sacks. Yeah, give him some rest, man. Dude's earned it. He's playing his ass off. I got nothing. I got no qualms about it.
Absolutely love it, man. It's cool to see that when you are performing, the Rams will take that into consideration. That maybe you don't need as many reps this week because you're already on fire, dude. Why don't you take a beat, dude? Go eat some Pop-Tarts or something. I don't know what they do when they're not practicing, but that's my best guess. It's Pop-Tarts.
What I will say, what I do like seeing, there's also good news here, like you mentioned about Puka.
Yeah,
I mean, this is why you brought in Devontae Adams. This is why you paid Tutu. This is why you developed Jordan Whittington and Xavier Smith. This is why you drafted Konate. Like, all right, cool. You have Matthew Stafford. Go crazy. You still got 5 really good wide receivers, in my opinion. Tutu Atwell, it seems fully back from his hamstring. Corm should be fine. And then also good news on the defense, Omar Spates. He's back. You got next to Lamon. He's back.
Yeah, absolutely love that, dude. And I mean, it was kind of perfect because last week we got a little taste of what Brolak can bring to the defense, which good stuff. Obviously, man, he's all over the place. But getting Bromar back is not a bad thing for sure. Oh man, if only we still had like Bros Boom instead of Reader, then I could just like keep this stupid joke going. Or
I got you on this one too, Brosiah Stewart.
Oh, I love it. I'm with it, Brosiah Stewart. Absolutely.
Yeah. On the Jaguar side, I don't, it's hard knowing who exactly is impact players in another team when you don't follow them as closely. But what I am hearing is it is a major hit to the Jaguars defense having Devin Lloyd, starting linebacker, out. He is a very sure tackler, plays phenomenally in the box. He is one of the impact players on defense, and he's going to be missing. So we're kind of trading star players being out. Both teams are very deep, so we'll see who comes out better on top.
Dude, so Lloyd has 4 picks on the year already. That's crazy. Yeah. They've got 10 on the season. 4 of them are him, and he didn't even travel. So I mean, obviously that is certainly a big hit from
Since
the Jaguars.
since you mentioned it, yeah, they had the most takeaways in the NFL with 14. It's they're a weird defense, man. They're not like across the board, like where you'll see the Rams. There's a lot of parallels, like, oh yeah, they're not giving up a lot of rush yards. Also, they're getting a lot of sacks. Also, they're getting a lot of takeaways. Where it's like across the board, very good on defense. Jaguars are very good in some, and then pretty bad in others. They give up a lot of yards. They're 8th in points per game allowed. They only have 8 sacks. That's like bottom 5 in the league, I think. But then they had the most takeaways. So it's like
what I said on Rams case this week is like it's their entire secondary is just Janoris Jenkins. It's all of them. Like they're either getting a pick or they're getting burned, and there's no in between.
There's no in between.
All Jenkins, Jankai.
Hey man, shout out to Jack Rabbit. I saw you know who was dropping a lot of Instagram pics, of his time in the NFL. Tremaine Johnson. Shout out to True. Since I'm home, that is a hometown legend for us, Tremaine Johnson. Fun fact, I actually played against Tremaine Johnson in high school. My sophomore year, he was a senior, also played wide receiver. For some reason, I was at DB because that was very short-lived. He did some move at the line, and I've never seen anyone move as fast in my life. And I never played defensive back again in my life. So thank you for Tremaine Johnson for making them move me the quarterback that next year. So that was awesome.
So funny. It's funny to me that like every story of somebody who's like, oh, I played against that professional athlete when I was in high school. And it's like, how did it go? And it's like, dude, I got embarrassed. I knew at that point I was going to be an accountant. Like, it's like every single time. People want to feel like they're good at sports. Everybody wants to feel like they're good at sports. But when you go against somebody who's actually like professional athlete level, even when that person is still in high school, it's like, it's so funny that, it's abundantly clear. Like you can tell who the NFL athletes are in high school every time.
There was no that actually was my first taste of understanding there's levels to this shit in football. Because we had some very good athletes. Like we had guys who played in college that I good friends of mine, but never had I seen it like an NFL potential caliber player before, and it was insane. But yeah, shout out to True. Sorry for the tangent. Continue on defense. My bad.
Sorry, I was going to come in here with a little bit of a sidebar too. Lamar Houston played in my hometown. He played at Doherty High School. He was a running back, and it's like he ended up being a defensive end for like 10 years in the NFL, but he was a running back in high school. And it was one of those where watching him play in high school, it was like, who let this grown man onto this field with all these children? Like it was like one of those where it was like, this guy is blatantly just beating the crap out of everybody. Like he had a 6-pack on his back and everybody else is like built like me and just like getting schooled out there, man. Just it was hilarious to watch. But anyway, getting back to the Jags defense here. Obviously they can get got, man. And I feel like this is going to be one of those games where like they're going to be trying to undercut some passes. So I think that double moves and no looks, dude. Double moves and no looks, man. That's what I'm looking for this week out of Matthew Stafford and this Rams pass attack, because you can get them, man. And but I'm a little nervous about seeing one or two of those Stafford throws where we're like, oh, and then something bad happens, because they are able to take advantage.
It happened to who was it, Braun, that had an INT in the Eagles game early on. So Stafford's not perfect. If he locks into somebody, especially him working through that connection with Devontae Adams, that's still yet to be really locked in as he is with Puka or some of the other guys. So I really hope mistakes don't happen that way. These guys are very opportunistic. The other one that I worried maybe it's going to be a talking point again with them trying to claw at the ball constantly. That's their go-to. If Kyren Williams does fumble, like it's going to be a very annoying 2 weeks talking about his impact on the offense and how fans perceive Kyren Williams. You guys, I'm a staunch Kyren Williams defender because overall he's a net positive for the team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think his fumbling problem is a little bit overblown. You can argue with me on it. Looking back in the past, I don't care about the past. I care about this year. He's had one legitimate fumble in 6 games. He's fine. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, you are I both of us are definitely Kyren defenders here. My biggest defense person right now that I'm covering for is Josh Carty. That's my guy right now. That's like, no, don't you dare talk bad about Carty time, man. It's Carty on Wayne forever. And the reason that I'm doing that right now is because if you look at the history of Rams kickers, he is still third most accurate in Rams history. And I think that the misses that we've seen from him, I think, are a direct relation to not his kickoffs. I think it's a direct relation to the fact that the Rams have had trouble blocking, and I think he's in a little bit of a hurry to get the ball out of there. And I think that if we can hold up front, then he'll settle in rather quickly.
Let's get through defense and offense. We'll come back to Carty. I have some thoughts on that, but I don't want to get out of our rhythm here. Yeah. We'll finish up with Carty. We'll finish up with Carty. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
You want to move on to offense?
Yeah. Let's do it. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so intense about that.
No, I'm here for it. Please be intense. I need to feel it all the way from heaven here. Yeah, they're a week last week again facing a good Seattle team. You got to give credit where credit's due. Seattle was playing very good football.
Mm-hmm.
They do have holes in some spots that can get worked through. I don't think there's anything that's like, oh, hey, this is a huge thing that's going to keep them from being a playoff team. They put Trevor Lawrence in a terrible spot. I mean, he did have 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's them trying to, make it a game because they have 0 run game. Yeah. This was their leading rusher with 12 carries, 27 yards. This was their best performance. Also getting 7 sacks. That offensive line just had incredible problems. And if you think Seattle's defensive line is good, really curious to see how the Rams defensive line does against this offensive line in Jacksonville.
Yeah, 12 for 27 is crazy, especially considering that on the year Travis Etienne's averaging 5.3 a carry. I mean, he's doing well. I mean, that was just kind of one of those weeks, which also kind of makes me nervous for this one, that like they're going to kind of focus on that and they're going to be looking at their own tape, excuse me, and trying to figure out ways to get him some more ground. But yeah, it's a tough task to try to do it against a Rams defense who has dramatically improved, especially in the run defense. And passing the ball, T-Law, did fine last week. Nothing crazy, but it kind of does feel like they're going to try to get Travis Hunter a little bit more involved in the offense. So that's kind of what my brain's going to, of like anything that's happened with the Jags offense. It's about to kind of transition and shift, kind of like how the Rams, play and handle seasons. And maybe it's a Cohen and Gladstone thing out there in Jacksonville, but it kind of feels like they've been kind of just, feeling stuff out the beginning of this season, trying to see where their identity lies and then just try to take advantage of that. So I think as Travis Hunter gets involved into the offense, I think we're going to see a bit of a transition. Jags, their styling of how they're kind of running game plans. And this could be the first week that we actually see that kind of come into effect. So everything that we've seen so far from the Jags, I think you can almost throw out right now. And the Rams, this is our final regular season AFC opponent. So it's hard to know what to expect here as well. Cause we've been playing a bunch of teams that you can't take that game tape as law or anything. So
it's going to be, I don't know if they really have a true identity on offense right now. Same kind of goes for any first year head coach on a team. Mm-hmm. You're really just trying to maximize who you got, because the entire roster is not shaped to the identity you want. It doesn't happen. It usually happens in at least 2 or 3 off seasons. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I come to Stockton once and I have to sneeze all the time. But for kind of what I'm expecting the game plan to be, you see what happens when you can stop the rushing attack for Jacksonville. You really make them one-dimensional. It's kind of the same every single week. Take away the run, make them go into long third downs and passing situations, make Trevor Lawrence sit back there, because they have not worked out all their kinks. I don't think they have all their hot reads, their blitz scenarios worked out like synonymously yet across the offense. I think that adds to him holding the ball longer. And clearly you can get him sacked for multiple times because he is a scrambler. So he's going to want to try to be, mobile in the pocket. That's where Byron Young comes in. I think he has another good day. Jared Verse, I've seen tape on their left tackle. When you throw in those stunts that the Rams love to do, they have shown enough to get confused and let Trevor Lawrence get hit. So make them one-dimensional, make him throw it a bunch and sit in the pocket in third and long situations. And even if he does score sometimes, if you're getting back there a lot of good things are going to happen for this defense.
Certainly. I think that my main concern with Trevor Lawrence and this Jaguars offense is continuing to keeping drives alive on like 3rd and around 5 and Lawrence breaking out and just being able to pick up a quick first. I think that's my main concern is just get off the field when it's 3rd down. I think the Jags are kind of set up to take advantage of where the Rams are weak in that regard on their own defense, which is, I mean, a 3rd and 4 can get picked up by a mobile quarterback against us. That's totally realistic. So it's kind of where my brain's going.
I think that is our weakest spot. It has not been tested yet. It got tested in a crumb by Stu Huntley because he has a little bit of success in that 4th quarter. I know they didn't really game plan for him, or I don't know how that works. But the only other mobile quarterback I can really think of is Jalen Hurts. But their offense, I think, more is a hindrance to his mobility right now. I think that's more of the bigger topic. This is the first time where we may see a quarterback really try to, get run happy. And it's really going to test Omar Spates and Nate Landman, as well as Landman has been playing. He's not very fast. So I'm really curious to see how they spy Trevor Lawrence or how they handle that. But
well, and you would think that you would have a better understanding so far this year of how you can handle that because, I mean, week 1, CJ Stroud, week 2, Cam Ward. I mean, there's guys that we've dealt with that are able to, and Daniel Jones. I mean, there's guys that we've played that can certainly get it done on the ground. And I don't know, it just feels like that's where we're a little bit weak right now. We're not playing like Lamar Jackson, I mean, which is at least a good start.
Got lucky.
We almost did, So, we're not playing against that. So, I mean, it's hard to really judge how we handle a super mobile guy. But, and I mean, Trevor Lawrence isn't the most mobile guy, but he is able to get out and just, I mean, he's just playing smarter this year, man. He's just playing a little bit less reckless. So yeah, 3rd and 4, if he's able to see the sticks and, no one that can reach him in time, run and get it, 1st down, man, keep the drive alive. I mean, I think that's totally reasonable, something we see a lot. So hopefully we see some aggression when it comes to that. Cause on a 3rd and 4, I don't want to see a 3-man rush and then everybody drop back in a 3 deep and then, or 4 deep, and then that lane's just open. Like I want to say
they are. You better be spying with your fastest. Like Byron Young better be the spy on that one. Like if you're gonna run, I swear to God, if I see Poona Ford as a quarterback spy, I'm gonna lose my shit. But alternatively, I do want to see. I want to see a play where Poona Ford drops in coverage on the zone blitz.
I feel like that could, like, Poona's totally the kind of guy that pops up on a highlight reel by getting a random pick by dropping out in coverage and then just like stiff arms the soul out of somebody. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be Travis Etienne, and he's just gonna like just rip his soul out of his face. So it's gonna be cool.
And he gets tackled at the 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's gonna get forward.
All right. Let's circle back to it. I'm still conflicted on Cardi right now. I do think there is a lot of weight to what you're saying in the I know they're talking about the kicking operation with the squib kicks or the knuckleballs affecting it. I know Pat McAfee's talked about it.
I don't buy that.
I'll take what McAfee says more than a grain of salt because I don't think he's going to bring that up just to talk out of his ass. But the blocking definitely has a significant part of it. Like in no way, shape, or form is Cardi to blame for the kick. Like people trying to say, oh, but he is 0.1 second slower than this one other kicker that I found film. I'm gonna tweet about it. Well, he's faster than other kickers. He was fine last year. All of a sudden now, when they're not blocking, now his timing is a problem. No, watching your left guard get dumped on his ass is like traumatizing. You get shell shocked the same way as like how do you equate this? The David Carr crap, like how many times he got sacked early in his career. He was shell shocked through his remaining time, and he could never really like recalibrate from that. Same thing can happen for a kicker. Blocks are happening. They're changing stuff. Linemen are in or out. Now there's pressure, national media pressure on their whole holding situation. Yeah, it's a lot to deal with. Does he have to figure it out? Yeah, because even the kick he got off was ugly in Baltimore. That knuckleball he made. That was rough.
Was that not deflected? I thought it was deflected.
I don't think it was. I think it just came off ugly.
Missed, but
yeah, the one he made I thought was just the ugliest kick ever.
Still counts as 3. I don't know.
Yeah, it's but it does put you in a situation. I think McVay is lying when he says that 4th down that he went for in Baltimore had nothing to do with the kicking game. I disagree. Like I called it in the first quarter after he missed the field goal. I was like, this is gonna come. Like it's to the point now. You're gonna get a 4th down in the 4th quarter where he's gonna go for it instead in kicking range. And thank God they were ahead and it wasn't like a tie game. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that? Like not getting it in a tie game against that Baltimore team, dude, it'd be chaos. So.
Well, and I think that ultimately what I look at too is where his misses have come from. They've come off to the right. And whenever we're getting blocked, that pressure is coming from the left. So I feel like he's just kind of, whether it's conscious or not, I think that he's slightly adjusting for that. So I do think that if we can hold, I think if we can hold the blocks, I think that he will be okay. I think that I don't think it's the process of kicking off. I understand, McAfee played in the NFL and stuff like that, but also Josh Carty is a professional. And I don't think that in any setting you would be like, it's like, just because I help out in a different department at my job doesn't mean I'm worse at my position. You know what I mean? And I kind of just, I'm sure, there's differences and stuff like that. It's a physical thing, but I just feel like that the operation from snap, hold to kick is what is being shifted a little bit because of the blocking. Not the fact that he's kicking a ball different because of kickoffs, because he's also done kickoffs before, and that is a different operation. You know what I mean? Your run up is like usually more like 12 yards than, your 7 or whatever. So I just don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. And again, he's the 3rd most accurate kicker in Rams history. If you look at like a minimum 100 kicks or whatever like that. And I just think it's a little bit of a slump, and you don't need to cut somebody just because of a slump. You don't need to move on from somebody because of a slump. And when the kickers that the Rams have been moved on from is because it's an extended issue, not he missed 1 kick, let's get him out of here. It's like, oh no, he's just not the guy kind of thing. And I think Carty is. So I'm not on that train at all. It's going to take a lot for me to get off that train of that Carty is our kicker. And I think that at the very minimum, I'm fine and more than comfortable with him being our kicker for the rest of the season.
I'm not. Yeah. Me saying I'm more worried about the actual kicker does not mean I think they should move on, because I know a lot of people are calling for, oh, hey, there's no way that some guy off the street can't be as bad as this. It could be worse.
You'd be surprised.
It could be a lot worse. I will say, like, there's a reason guys are free agents.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why Young Wei Koo is still out there. There's a reason why Jake Moody was a free agent. Like, I mean, he hit that game winner, but what about there's some stuff before? He got a block kicked. Was it him? Was it his fault?
Mm-hmm.
So I think you got to ride out the storm. I just don't think, from what we've seen with the blocks, I don't think there's enough on him only to scapegoat, like, hey, he's the reason. And I think it's a lot more set up for failure if you go through this potential rotating door of, hey, open tryouts. If you are in the Los Angeles Woodland Hills area on Sunday, come try out for kicker. Like, we're not at that point.
Yeah,
like, it needs that not there. I want to see the blocking be more consistent and just give Carty an actual chance. Like, okay, cute shit's over. We how are we talking about this in week 7 of an NFL team? This is something I'm expecting the high school team down the street to deal with, because they don't have a special teams coach. They don't know how to kick.
It's a preseason conversation of like, oh man, it's 2 games in preseason and we're having a trouble with a kicking operation. Hopefully that gets figured out in the next 3 weeks. But we are in week 7, and we're dealing with another rain game. Not as windy for this game. The precipitation levels of what I saw when I was recording Ram Showcase on Wednesday, they were like 50, 55, now down to like 20, 25. So maybe we'll get out of there with a dry game. But again, and Carty is included in my thought process where, like, I'm not panicked about anything until at least that Seattle game. You know what I mean? Like, that's if we're still doing the same stuff that game, that week, then it's like, okay, hold on, guys. Cause like, I just feel like this Rams team, once November hits, it's a different mindset. It's different vibe. It's, I feel like, September, October, it's survive these, get as many wins as you can, obviously, but don't dwell on your losses, because who cares, man? Like, you gotta keep playing football.
I care. But I care. My feelings care, Joseph.
Well, if your feelings get hurt, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, I feel nothing.
You know what I want to feel? You know what will help you feel?
What?
Give me your score prediction. I want to feel your score prediction. Let's get out of here with that. That and or comments if we got some good ones.
Okay.
What do we got? What's your score prediction?
My score prediction here, man. I do feel like ultimately everybody's going to be annoyed by this game because I feel like the Rams will ultimately play better than the Jags. I think that it's a good opportunity to see some other players get involved into the offense that aren't named Puka Nakua. So I'm excited for that. But I think that ultimately it's a little bit of a downer game. I'm going to say I've given a different answer on every platform I've been on. I'm gonna go 20-6 Rams.
I think this is a good game. I am gonna go 24-23 Rams.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Ray says Jags 3-1 in their last 4 in Jolly London. That is a good point. They are 7-6 all time, so they are above 500 in London time.
Different coach, different culture, different team. I don't really care. Like there's some stuff. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say about this one. Is like it's like, well, this is a new squad now. So.
Yeah, new team. I guess the only thing that would be is they do have a more familiarity because they go every year. So organizationally, they have like a routine down that helps players probably get acclimated really quickly. Hopefully what the Rams did by going just today and just treating it like going from West Coast to East Coast is hopefully that's beneficial. So we'll see. But I stand on it 24-23 Rams. I think it'd be a close game down to the wire.
Hell yeah. Rob saying as Shula plays DB is a little closer to the line and bump wide receivers coming off the rush will work. Run game will be hit and miss like in Baltimore. I'm more curious about the offense and McVay's scheme. If Stafford doesn't get intercepted and Kyron continue to gain yards, we'll be okay. Hoping for multiple players to have receptions in the game. That'll certainly happen. I think that Devontae will be kind of the main target, but I think that Tutu and Whittington are in a good spot to do really well. But that's not really Shula's style. Shula's styles don't get beat deep. Keep it in front of you, make a tackle. So, but I wanted to mention this one too from Rob. So special teams as a whole is hurting. Blocking, tackling, penalties. And this is kind of, I talked about this yesterday. I guested for Peo on the First Down Rams show last night, and I kind of talked about that. As like, yeah, everyone wants to talk about kicking for special teams, but give me a big return, dude. Like every time we get one, it's called back. It reminds me of Tavon back in the day, where if he had an explosive, you see that little yellow thing pop up on the on the score button. Like, damn it, man. So I feel like we keep seeing that as well, man. So I want to see a big return from maybe X on a punt return.
I pay close attention to every one of his returns as president of the Xavier Smith fan club. Yeah. Dude, it is always, you watch it, they're always one block away.
Yeah.
Like his reads are there, like from where the walls are, like the lane is getting set up. They're always one guy away. And it's so infuriating. Like if they just have one good set of blocks, he's taking it to the house because he's fast. I'm going to lose if he returns a kick for a touchdown, I will lose my voice.
Yeah, that stands to reason. I mean, checks out, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Checks out. All right, early morning action for the LA Rams and Jacksonville Jaguars going down tomorrow morning, 6:30 LA time. Make sure you are awake. It is a coffee kind of game. I'm going to be chugging Red Bulls. It's going to be okay, man. It's going to be okay.
You already are dreading it, aren't you?
I'm so upset, dude. I hate this. I hate it. I really do. I hate that. Like, I'm going to set an alarm for 5:30 LA Joe time, not LA time. I'm going to set an alarm for 5:30 my time. I wake up at 7 o'clock to get ready for work. This is crazy, dude. Like, it's crazy, but I'm excited. Like, that's the thing is, like, I know that my brain right now is like, come on, 5. It's gonna be dark when I'm waking up to watch the Rams, but I know that the second my alarm goes off, I'm gonna be my brain's gonna be like, man, Jared Verse is gonna get 4 sacks today. He's, I'm just gonna get ready and go, and it's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna have a great time. I'm mad about it now. I know that when I'm experiencing it, I'll be fine.
It's
know?
Christmas morning, bro. Like
Yeah.
you gotta have your new PJs laid out. You gotta have your jersey laid out on the bed with the shoes. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You're
like
gonna be
you
fine.
could.
You'll
And
be
then
fine.
also, I'll just be able to. I'm gonna come home. I'm not gonna go out and watch. I'll probably just sit on Red Zone. First time on Red Zone this year because I'm boycotting. But I'm one of those. Don't freaking put ads in this crap, dude. But
Okay,
uh,
old man yells
yeah,
at clouds.
yeah, straight up, dude, straight up. But I know I'm just probably gonna fall asleep on the couch. Wake up in like the third quarter of a random game that's probably not close or something like that, and I'm gonna be all groggy and weird, and I'm gonna hate it. But it's gonna be a good day, dude, because Rams are gonna come out with a dub and be a 5-2 heading into the bye week. Let's go! Whoa,
Sounds nice. We will be on the couch too, watching the game,
crazy.
pumping out content right after with post game stuff, and then I will be driving right back to LA right after. So
Kick off.
be a long morning.
Yeah, man. How long's that drive?
5 hours for me, so it's not bad.
Yeah, not
Thanks.
bad. I wouldn't do it.
Thanks. Thanks.
I mean, yeah,
Appreciate
it's
it.
nothing. That's nothing. It'll be easy peasy.
Yeah,
All right, what are we
yeah,
losing as we fade off here, man?
I got a random one. Since the early morning game, breakfast cereals. Top breakfast cereals. Mm-hmm.
All right, dude. First overall pick. Give me Fruity Pebbles. I love them.
What an idiot. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. No question. You blew it. Like you had everything in your hands and you just absolutely blew it.
See, because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like the biggest on Mel Kiper's big board, but Fruity Pebbles are gonna pull through for you, dude. They're gonna be perfect. They're gonna be fine. Like it's not gonna you're gonna be so happy with Fruity Pebbles. You know what I mean?
I don't care about his issues with the law in college. I think those are misunderstood. I look at the RAS score, the athletic score. Cinnamon Toast Crunch clears everybody.
I mean, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is your combine champion, but is he gonna be the best when it's on field? You know,
Put on the tape.